Sustainable Development Goals, nurturing our world. Sustainable development, I think it means taking care of the earth.
It's cool how we're pretty much making the book, and then there's going to be classes using that book to learn that we made.
We were delighted to be involved in the co-creation of a nature-based workbook which took in the Sustainable Development Goals. It was a unique partnership, and the children absolutely were stimulated, total engagement, total involvement, and the work that they did in the investigations and the discoveries complemented the primary school curriculum. And with the new curriculum coming on, I think that it's very important that programs like this are initiated between the two.
It's been a brilliant opportunity to explore all aspects of the Sustainable Development Goals. And really what they've explored as well is, well, why have these goals been written? What's the end point of having these Sustainable Development Goals? And they really came to that very quickly, that it's all about every human on this planet. They have a right to shelter and clean air, clean water, food, education, all of those things. But how can we do that in a sustainable way that the planet can remain healthy?
The programme was very, very enjoyable for the children. I think they were all really stimulated, and they really enjoyed the experiments that were carried out. I think they all really developed an interest in science and the environment, and they really enjoyed going out into the environment outside the school, bringing in mini beasts and looking at them closely under a microscope. They also really got a chance to use art to enjoy science, so they used their imaginations to create some wonderful pieces of art. I think their interest in science is really stoked, and I think some of them, I'm sure, will be interested in studying science in the future.
What is fabulous about this programme is that the Sustainable Development Goals, while we're all aware of them, this actually ties everything in such a practical way, but it also ties right across our already existing curriculum. So it ties into our SPHE, myself and the wider world. It also ties into our geography curriculum in human environments, living environments, and the natural world, and the same with our science curriculum as well. So it readily ties into what is already there in our curriculum.
Today we were making things in class.
I made a windmill out of straws and cocktail sticks to capture wind.
I think it was good to build our teamwork skills.
We are really looking forward to seeing the final workbook, which will showcase our work and the work of other schools in this amazing project. It was wonderful to see how the pupils learned so much about the natural world, and they could see how the partnership works in the natural world, and then how we as individuals and in organisations in the world, if we can copy what goes on in the natural world and work in partnership together, that we can make a difference in our world and reach the 17 Sustainable Goals.
The children really got a chance to be involved in the process of being co-authors in the handbook, which they really enjoyed, and they were really enthusiastic about giving their feedback on the handbook. And I think the new revised handbook will be much improved, along with the insight from teachers on how to link it to the curriculum. So I think the new handbook will be excellent for both children and teachers to use in the future.
My favourite part was getting to test the experiments, and they were really cool. So
Real life windmills capture wind to turn them into energy. We were taking the wind, we weren't turning it into energy.
We were able to learn, but we were also able to have crack at the same time.
As principal, I was really proud to see the enjoyment. It really, really motivated the children. I saw pupils that I didn't think had any interest in the science subjects and the microscopes. Everything was so new to them. But the development, the encouragement, the enjoyment that they got, they looked forward to doing it and completing their workbooks. And I know they were very, very proud of them when they were completed. And I know as principal, it's something that I was very proud of as well.
My favourite part was drawing all the different pictures of what teamwork means to me.
My favourite part was just doing the experiments, because it was really cool to see what would happen.
I think a project like this is something that will stick with the pupils for years and years to come. One of the amazing things about this project has been the way that ATU have taken on board the feedback from working with the pupils, and they're using that to now essentially be co-authors of the workbook itself, and it will be something that will be used for years to come.